receiving a postcode at 12:30 at night, 1 a.m. at night, your energy for that event is not going to be the same. Just know I'm very loved up.
Yay! Oh, Bugzy, let's get the dictionary. Find another word, okay?
No, we're not getting that. You can get that.
Evening brunch.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that? I love that there were food there. What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl Forever Sasha, and you're tuned in for another episode of Catch Up with WORLMAG. As usual, Catch Up with WORLMAG is sponsored by the one and only Flat Cap Rum. If you haven't got a bottle as yet, what are you waiting for? Do you know what? Speaking of rum, my guest is so fitting to this, right? And I know he's been drinking for a while. So I'm hoping he will, talk the things them. If you're having a party and you want the party to get going, this is the person you contact to get your drinks, flowing. Or if you want the party to actually start off with a vibe, he also DJs. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a little brown youth from Oversaw. Who is it?
Bugzy the Brown Youth.
Hello.
Thanks for having me, Sasha.
It's the shake for me.
And WORLMAG. Thank you. It's nice. A pleasure to be here.
Arsenal fan?
Well, always. Wasn't a good win today.
Yeah.
We got defeated 2-0, but we're grateful. We're still cheering for our side.
Oh, and you're proud of it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's loyalty right there. Yeah.
Fully.
Bugsy. So, you're a DJ. You consign liquor consignment. You're an entrepreneur in its fullness. What else do you do that we don't know about?
Shisha hire, and I do removals. Yeah, and I also do highway maintenance. Yeah.
Where'd you get the time?
24 hours in a day.
You know I got enough there, so that line there, right?
You tell me. Big shout to Danny Boss.
Yeah.
Gotta go to work, so I gotta get paid. So how you been?
I've been good. But more about you. You've just listed like 4 or 5 different jobs there.
Yeah.
Do you have people that you employ that works for you?
To be honest,
Are you hiring?
drinks, it all depends on the quantity. If I'm catering for multiple events, I might shout a mate of mine in advance, make him know that this is his assignment for this weekend and so forth. But mostly it's just me.
Okay.
I like to do hard work, so.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit more about Bugzy. Who's Bugzy? Because we hear the name, we see the face, but what exactly are you? Who exactly are you?
Well, Bugzy is a young fella from Northwest London who plays music all over. North, West, South and East.
And out of London.
And out of London.
Yeah.
And out of the country.
Jesus.
Occasionally.
Yeah. When was the last time you played out of the country and where was it?
Last week I was in Amsterdam.
A lie.
Yeah.
Okay. How long were you there for?
I was there for 3 days.
What's the international scene like in comparison to the scene here in the UK?
Well, it's a different culture. Everywhere you go, it's different crowd, and obviously it's new people that you're meeting, so it's nice.
Do you feel like you get more love abroad than you do here in the UK, or?
I say the love is equally, but if you're new to people, you're obviously gonna get a different engagement from them. But overall, I don't go overboard. It doesn't go over my head or nothing like that. I still appreciate it. It's nice. I'm just here to do my work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're quite, wise beyond your years, because you're not as old as people think you probably are.
So how young am I?
You're in your 20s, right, Bugzy?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, I'm sure people think that you're like over 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that sometimes.
Yeah, of course. I get people that say, I thought you was like my age, 33, 34, 35. And I said, nah.
Yeah.
It's because maybe I've been on the scene quite for a number amount of years, and I hang around with people that's older than me, like a good 7 to 8 years. So people might think I'm blending with their age group and my maturity, I believe. I don't know, and my professionalism.
Yeah, you are very professional.
Yeah.
I've had the pleasure of working for you a few times, and I believe you are one of the people that's extremely professional.
Yeah.
Wherein you can be like, like a human, normal talking.
Of course.
But when it's business, it's business.
Yeah.
I love that. So big up yourself for that. We don't get many of those people.
Is that true? I don't know.
You know that.
Thanks for that. Thanks for the acknowledgement. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. But where'd you get that from? That sense of professionalism, always.
Well, my mindset's always been from a young age, it's like deal with people how you'd want to be dealt with, and obviously make people aware of what their role is and what you'd like them to do in terms so forth. And that's why I've just kind of just engaged, and I've just looked at things that's happened to me in the past where I say where things that might have gone wrong, what could I do if I was in that person's shoes? Where could I change it around? And that's why I go forth. And I believe when you deal with people right, they will deal with you even better. So from you show people the respect and you show people, you know, the loyalty and the faithfulness, so you do things right. People always, you know, support whatever your movements, whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Well, big up yourself for that, because even with other people, like even communicating with them, there's no one that really has a bad word to say about you, especially in regards to your professionalism.
Yeah, I hope not.
No, it's mad. It's crazy. We definitely need more people like you on the scene to take things to the next level.
Yeah.
Is there like anybody that you mentor or try guide in the right direction?
Not until I've got a lot of people on my Snapchat, to be precise, that say, yo, like certain things that I post is like, it pushes them forward and my drive and my work ethic, but I don't notice. I just post just normal things that kind of just uplift people. So happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday. And I'll put like certain little quotes that I see on Instagram and I just share amongst people and I just wish people like a great day, like be good. If you can't do good, don't do bad, so forth, you know?
Yeah.
That's just me overall. And even my friends, like, that's my encouragement to them. Like, just do good and just uplift yourself, you know?
With the good comes the bad, right? So whilst you're there, you're being professional. Some people are just a nightmare to work with. How do you deal with those people and manage to stay professional and keep your, you know, temper at bay? How do you do that?
Well, I learned this one from my dad. My dad said, when you reach in a certain situation, just bite your lip and just move forward from it. You understand? Just move forward from it or just move away from it. Just,
like literally bite your lip or just a saying?
Just a saying, but in terms of like...
be a cut up by your lip.
When he says bite your lip, it means like, don't go to their level, don't get out of context to reach the way they are. Just move away from it and take yourself from it. Wow. And that's how I go forward with my everyday life.
How long has your dad, how long have you learned that? How long ago did he teach you that?
I'd say from young age, from primary.
Okay, so
young age, just growing up, I've just always just learned that, you know?
Yeah.
You know, but obviously there's sometimes where you try to hold on certain things and you can't. You know, you do get out of context. But we're all human beings. We all do wrongs and we all do good. But most of the times I just take myself away from a situation because I look at the long term than the short term.
Yeah.
It's not worth me getting out of context for someone that's not on the level that I believe they should be.
That's good. And I believe you practice what you preach because I never see you out of character.
Big up Barry White. Rest in peace.
Who?
Barry White.
Barry
White.
Is that your dad's name?
No. That's an artist. Practice what you preach. Is a song. Yeah, check that one out.
It's the Flat Cap Rum. Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. So, DJ, let's talk about the DJ side of Bugzy.
Yeah.
Okay, you've been doing it for 11 years, you say?
Yeah, 11 years.
And you're not one of those DJs that's quite eggs up.
No.
That you will see in places that when you don't have a booking, you're there. You might be there as a party goer.
Yeah.
And you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
You're not on stage trying to squeeze into play. If
I'm not booked for an event, I'm a party patron.
Yeah.
I'm on the dance floor, listening to good music and just vibes in with whoever's with me. You understand?
Yeah.
You understand? That's me.
What do you think about the DJ segment of dancehall right now?
I don't see anything that's wrong with it in terms of what we just...
Or even right. It could be positive or negative. It doesn't have to be wrong.
It's quite good.
Of it?
It's quite good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's quite good.
What do you like about it?
What I like about the dancehall segment is... it's the way how everyone's following their assignment to what they believe and doing their role in terms of music and in terms of pleasing the patrons as myself when I'm not booked for an event.
Oh, so you do think that the DJs stick to the assignment and they please the patron? You feel
of course.
that happens?
Yeah, I'd say 80% of the times. Yeah.
What is it like for you as a DJ when you're in a party and the other 20% of the time they're not doing that? How does that make you feel? My role is to do my role. I can't really focus on anyone else's role. If that's what their belief is to do, then that's their belief. My only role is focusing on Bugzy sound and doing my job and playing my position. Yeah, but surely you have an opinion. I've got an opinion, but sometimes having an opinion, you can keep it between yourselves and not publicly announce it. So sometimes I just keep my own opinion and just go about my life. Okay. So you rather the 80% than the 20%? Of course. Okay. Do you feel like you're the DJ that satisfy the crowd more than you? That's why I'm being booked for an event. A promoter's only going to book your event because he likes maybe a genre you might be on or how you might interact with the crowd.
and that's my role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your style of DJing, would you say? How would you describe that?
I'd say I'm an all-rounder, but I'm not a cricketer. So
Yeah.
all-rounder. So I could go from any genre and whatever the mood is of the event. Yeah.
So let's set a scene, right? You're at a party, or you've arrived at a party. A couple DJs have played before you. They didn't manage to keep the crowd going or get the crowd going. You've entered. The crowd kind of tough. It's stiff. It's sticky.
Yeah.
What do you play?
I just go in my element, and sometimes it all depends on the age group, what sort of event it is. And
So
then
it's late 20s, early 30s.
late 20s, early
Birthday
30s.
party.
I'll just go in my element. Sometimes I don't have a precise thing what I say, this is what I'm going to do, or this is what I'm going to do. I just go in the event and I just look at kind of like the age group, how everyone's moving, and I just go here. And you just go different boxes of the music that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's your strategy,
Yeah.
in a sense. Okay.
That's my tactics.
That's it. That's his tactic.
That's my tactics.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else is in the tactic box? Is there something else in there that you can share with us?
No. I've got to keep that.
You can't keep everything to yourself, you
Why is
know,
that?
because we have to share.
Why is that?
Because people are watching, people are learning. You know, I was watching Bugzy in an interview on Catch Up with WORLMAG, and he said something that really inspired me.
Yeah.
Make me want to be better, make me want to do better. You can share.
Well, the only thing I can say is be you, be yourself, and you just do what others would love in terms of the patrons for the event.
All right.
Yeah. Don't be all for yourself.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Northwest. That's where you're living, right? That's where you rep, right?
That's my community.
That's your community.
Northwest London, to be precise. And you know, the HQ,
Yeah.
to be precise, is Harlesden. So Harlesden is the community, and Northwest is the brand.
Okay.
It's the family.
Okay. Are there a lot of like black people in Harlesden? What's it like
It's mixed cultural.
Yeah.
So you have black, you've got white. Big community.
Where it's mixed culture, you have black, you have white.
Where it's just one love.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you think? So it's very loving in Northwest, in Harlesden.
In Northwest, it's got its pros and its cons. So you got some sort of areas that's got their differences, but
As everywhere.
I'm keeping my eyes on what I'm doing. So my thing is positivity and everything like that.
Yeah.
And it's just love that we embrace.
What are the DJs saying in Northwest area? Who are the top 3 DJs in Northwest?
We're all top DJs, but you need to attend Northwest London. Have you been to? You need to attend Northwest London,
Oh yeah.
and then you could select. But everyone does their part and does their role.
You say we're all top, and I refuse to believe that, right?
Why is that?
Because I don't know 10 DJs from Northwest London.
But this is where you need to discover Northwest.
That's why
and
I'm
make your
asking
way.
you to educate me. And for those who don't know.
In Northwest, everyone's doing they're doing their role. So big up to everyone, every selector from Northwest
Like
London.
who?
Everyone, every single person.
How are we
from
meant to learn,
Northwest.
Bugzy?
Like, I could big up to the person who's put me on the forefront.
Okay.
DJ Big Strike. Is the owner of Strike for Sound. Like, he literally took me from, I would say, the gang community to the music community.
Okay.
My father's a musician, but I wasn't a person that say, yo, I'm gonna be a DJ. I used to go to events with my dad and stuff like that. But obviously my community where my father lives, it's like a lot of violence between different areas kind of like escalated, and I'm saying like, this isn't me. My thing is like fun, laughter, fun, enjoyment, girls. You understand? So obviously, big up to DJ Snow Kid. We kind of linked up, and he's like, yo, like, why don't you start DJing sort of thing? And then it just started from there. He introduced me to Big Strike, and Big Strike introduced me to Frontline FM. So from finishing school, instead of me going back to my dad's community and chilling out with the guys from the community, I left school with my school bags, my pencil case and stuff like that, my packed lunch, and I'd have my slapper case.
Mad.
Holds 360 CDs, but you know, we double it. You understand? So I'd leave from school and go straight to a radio station.
Okay.
And obviously from there, I engage with people from MSN days, and people's like, yo, I love this show. And it just went from there. So from having 1 followers, and the brand just built from there. And that's where, for me, chilling out in the community, I used to be in the community and just hail up everyone. And I was just going about my ways. As I buying my Maxwell CDs, on LimeWire, downloading songs for an next event and just getting my bookings in. That was my motive.
I hear that. Do you know, this is why exactly we do a show like Catch Up with WORLMAG, and why I asked you the question that I did. Sometimes when I ask people a question like about their work colleague, like artists about other artists or DJs about other DJs, people don't want to say names. And I wonder why, because it's actually not building, it's not benefiting if you don't say these names. Because, for example, the two names that you just said, I don't know them. My first time hearing of them. Right. So I know a couple DJs from Northwest, but the more light we shed on who's involved in the scene, etc. It's important. Of course. Know? So you said Big Strike. And somebody Snow Kid.
Where he kind of like pushed me into the right direction to music. If it wasn't for him, I don't think I'd be playing music.
Really?
No. Like there's many times where I'm chilling out in the community and it's like, what are you doing? Like, link up. So instead of me chilling in the community, I link him up and we just play music in the yard. And it just went from there. And so instead of me having my weekend mindset of chilling in the community, we'd link up and we're playing music on our, them times, we didn't even have CD decks. It was a home mix that we had from Argos, which was like £190. You know, and that was it. That was our vibe. And it just went from there. And here I am today on WORLMAG.
There you go.
Catching
Bugzy
up and making you know the history of DJ Bugzy, now Bugzy Sound.
Mad. Okay, are those two DJs, Big Strike and Snow Kid, still play music?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are they different sound or?
Different sounds, yeah.
Okay.
Snow Kid is Young Gent Sound and Big Strike is Strikeful Sound. Yeah.
Okay. The other day we had Movie Star Johnny, who represent Northwest.
Yes.
He always go Northwest, and you're that thinking about the Northwest.
Yeah.
Right? It's always like, if there was a mayor, is there a mayor for Northwest?
There's no mayor. There's a mayor for London though.
Okay. Maybe we don't need a mayor for... Actually, maybe not. Never mind. Scrap that idea, because, So, Movie Star Johnny was here and he's talking highly of Northwest and saying, like, you know, in South, it's like, it's a little bit more unorganized, chaotic. The patrons don't really listen. The smoke anywhere, whatever.
Yeah.
But in Northwest, people tend to...
In 100%, I agree with that. 1,000,000%. Northwest is like, you put a sign up at the door and says no smoking, follow the order, and 99.5% of people follow. You might get some people that might get out of context that will, but
you check them.
They'll follow the assignment. And that's one thing I find in my community is like, if you're gonna come out tonight, you're coming out tonight to party and enjoy yourself. There's no bad vibes and there's no bad energy. Like over Northwest, like it's just love.
Yeah.
You know, you could be on the main street, you could be on the back street. It's just love. Everyone just shows love to everyone, and that's why one thing I just love Northwest.
No, I hear that.
Love it.
Shout out Northwest. I've partied in Northwest and the vibe is definitely lit. I hear that. But I don't know, why do you think that is that people listen in Northwest but not in South London? Why? It's weird.
I can't answer that question, but what I can say, maybe because Northwest, the community is smaller than maybe South London.
Okay.
And maybe from the beginning, there's never been a general or a Dan or nothing like that. There's no Danship in Northwest or any general. It's just a thing where you just respect yourself and respect others around you. And that's what we embrace.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah.
Fair enough. We might get back to the DJ thing, sure we will. But you consign alcohol.
Yeah.
You know, if there's a party going on, call Bugzy, and like I said, you're very professional, get the alcohol over to you, etc. How long have you been doing that?
I'd say just before COVID came in, so early 2020.
Okay. Oh wow. I thought it was longer than that.
No.
Mad.
The idea came from a promoter in Birmingham, was keeping an event and just shouted me and said, keeping my dance, I need some alcohol. Are you able to buy the alcohol for me? And I give you the money after. And I went ahead with it, went to cash and carry. They wanted like 6K stock worth of drinks. And I said, all you have to do is just sort the van rental, the petrol, and that's the end of the night. You just return the money to me. And then the drive to Birmingham, like I'm with a few of my mates traveling up there, and it's like, yo, we could get a business out of this. We could buy the stock, or they said I could buy the stock and just add on my price. And I said, you know, that's true, because there's people that do it, but there's no one in Northwest Then my community does it, and obviously I'm young than other people that's been doing it. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try, and I just went from there. Just went.
Yeah, it's been up from then, from ever since.
Just went going with it. Yeah.
So for those at home who don't understand how the consignment thing works, it's that Bugzy supplies the drink. You don't give him any money up front, so you can still have a party. The money that you got if you're on a low budget or whatnot, then when the party's finished, you pay for what you've used. Right?
That's correct.
And what you don't use, you
return.
Mad. So you know how to link up for your drinks. All right. So you DJ, you consign alcohol. You're also a promoter, Bugzy.
Oh yes.
Right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah. Looks like you like that one.
Yeah. You can say that.
Yeah.
You can say that. Yeah.
And your promotional skills, you know, the tools that you apply when you're trying to get your event out there. Again, I admire that. It's awesome, right? It's, you know, sometimes some people send you some messages like, oh my God, you're annoying. Yeah. It's the same thing with no updates. But it's like almost every time you send something out, there's an update.
Yeah, it's got to make sense.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I want to see what's this? What's the update?
Yeah.
And you tend to keep your foot on the gas when you're doing your promotion.
Yes.
It doesn't slip or anything like
No.
that. How do you manage to do that? You focus on the promotion, your alcohol consignment, you do the maintenance thing. Like how? You put things in your diary?
A lot of people ask myself, if you want something to be successful, you've got to put in the hard work. If you want good, they say your nose have to run, right? So that's where I get my energy from. So obviously with the event, people want, you could have an event, for example, in October now. You could have an event December. Give the people a notification, an awareness that, yo, this is happening in December. And every week you just continue posting, just reinstate them that this event's forwarding up. And obviously each time you either come out with something different where it's like, yo, you just got to catch your attention somehow. And that's how I go about with it and just keep promoting. Yeah. And engage with new people.
And you like to use Eventbrite a lot.
Yes.
You know, you've got staff like at the entrance, you get these nice venues first off. Then just in case you guys haven't been to a Bugzy event, you get the entrance, staff there, security. Yeah. Go where you need. The only thing that missing is for somebody to hold a lady's hands while she steps down. You know what I mean?
I might think of that for my next event. Yeah.
And then you're there partying, you got bottle girls, you got the money sign thing. It's like a show, right?
Yeah.
And then most recently, because I didn't see this at your other event.
Yeah.
You got a security walking with you at the same time.
Yeah.
The level's gone up.
Yeah.
What's happening there?
Well, you just got to protect your brand and protect yourself.
Hello,
you don't know who's there and who's,
Yeah.
You might want to get you. So, yeah.
I see the security walking like everywhere Bugzy goes.
Big up to Rose's security.
Yeah.
Big up to TY and the full team. Cara and the whole team. Yeah. I've been using their services from my last, I think, Clean Game part 3. You know, and they've done a phenomenal job for my events. Yeah. So all of my events has been violence free, but my last events before this one, there was a little, a person's overdid their drink limit, and the security seen this in advance, where it's gonna lead to. We just simply took them out, and everyone continued, and that's what I think security should be hired for.
100%. Because you have a lot of security that what they do is, and the last time I made comment about securities had a problem. They're in an uproar because they don't like to hear the truth, right? Yeah. But I noticed that a lot of securities, what they do is they like to make things get bigger than it is.
Yeah, more than infusing it.
They're the loudest. Get out, leave the club now. Yeah. We shouldn't even be able to hear you. We should be able to see you moving, getting stuff done. But it's mad. It's crazy. What do I know? I'm not security. But you brought Diani here.
2021.
Right? Yeah. Who are we having next? Are you bringing somebody like...
To be honest, Diani wasn't brought here by me. It was brought here by Big Stones. Big shout out to Big Stones. Big shout out to DJ Style, the Gal Farm team. Styler reached out to me, told me the idea. And I said, here what?
Makes sense.
New Year's Eve, Diani's here. He's got the hot single right now, Sensorita.
Yeah.
Let's grab him here in the UK and get a show. And I said, yeah, let's go ahead with it.
Yeah. So are you planning on bringing anyone else here?
To be honest, my next event, my next staging, should I say, which shall be for my birthday event, which will be in May. 20th of May, 2023. But
the date celebrating?
Everything's,
Okay.
They confirmed and everything. So right now, we're thinking of ideas. As days go by and weeks go by, I use my favorite app, which is Notes on Apple, iPhone. and I just write things down, and then obviously I get into discussions. But I'm trying to get an artist for my birthdays, an overseas artist.
You've got an idea.
I've got a few artists on a notepad.
Yeah.
That I want to bring to the UK for my event.
Any you want to share any, or you don't want nobody?
Not as yet, because it's not being confirmed and there's not been any negotiations yet. So I don't really want to be saying any names too early yet. But something will be announced very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's an artist that really makes sense, you know.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah. Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So Bugzy.
Yeah.
You've been doing this music thing for a while.
Yeah.
You're outside in full effect, doing your thing, you know, active on the scene. People know who Bugzy is.
Yes.
You know, if it's not as a DJ, sure, they've used the service as a drinks man. There's so much, right? Yeah. But we know very little about Bugzy, the man.
Yeah.
Has Bugzy got a woman? Where is Bugzy's female counterpart?
Yeah.
You know, like, what's happening?
To be honest, I keep my public lifestyle, the Bugzy lifestyle, as Bugzy, but my private lifestyle, I like to keep off ear and off the scenes.
Right.
But just know I'm very loved up.
Yay!
The momentum is high.
Yeah.
It's a full joy and I'm excited. So I just know I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. My personal lifestyle, it's best to keep that off ear because not everything needs to be shown to the public, because sometimes when the public is there, you've got good feedback and you've got bad feedback. So I always try to just keep the airflow clear. Yeah. Personal lifestyle is my personal lifestyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear that. I appreciate and I respect that, right? Because, and it makes sense. But then again, there are some guys where I ask you that they don't like to, you know, put their relationship out there or admit that they have a woman because they want to be running from A, B, C, D, E,
wow,
F, G.
Is that so?
Of course it is. Bugzy, you know this.
No, I don't. I don't.
Bugzy's like, I've got to say
this is all new to me. Enlighten me now.
What do you mean by this is all new to you, Bugzy?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there are men who actually say they're like, oh, I'm a private person, when really and truly they're a secretive person. They want to have multiple women. Bugzy knows this, but for the lay person at home, I'm explaining this, right? Not really to Bugzy, but because I'm here with Bugzy, I'm speaking to you. Yeah, so that's what they do. And there are a lot of silly girls that fall for this. Wow. Yeah. Wow. But I know Bugzy's woman. Wow. So you see, that's the difference.
So you do know my personal lifestyle then?
But I don't know it fully, but that's the thing. There's a difference. It's not a secret. It's just private, right? So you don't go and say, okay, people, this is my lover, this is what's happening. Yes. We know who she is if we know who she is, but it's not a, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But there's some people like, their woman be over there, they're over there. Yes. Two ships in the night. Yes, okay. Because they want to be secretive. Okay. Right?
Big shout outs to them though. Yeah, they're doing their thing.
The other day I hosted Soul Sunday anniversary. And it was nice to see the couples out. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I get what you're saying, because there are people that want to tear down a relationship. They always want to find something to nitpick on, etc. Yeah. But it was nice to see the couples out.
Yeah, most definitely. I love those sort of events.
Yeah. How come you weren't there?
Reason I wasn't there, I was at another event over that was in North West London. There was a trophy given away, so I thought it was only right that I was there.
Because it's Northwest.
And no, not even that. It's Northwest. It was just the timings against me, and I had work the following morning, which was a 5 a.m. start.
That makes sense.
So for me to reach there, it was hard. But I really wanted to go. I had great feedback from it. That was it was everyone enjoyed it. I had a lot of my mates that went there, and they fully enjoyed themselves. So big shout out to the promoters for that one. I think it's Dun P.
So big shout out to my voice. It was mad.
Yeah. Big shout out to the full Soul Sundays team. Yeah.
So the award ceremony that you attended in Northwest, what do you think? There's quite a few award ceremonies that's going on, right? What do you think about that?
It's quite good because it's acknowledging people's work and crediting people's work. But this award ceremony has been going on from a few years that I've been in dancehall, from DIA, Dancehall Industry Awards. So big shout out to IAP. But the awards thing is good.
Yeah. I've heard, obviously, with IAP and that, that it's been done before. Yeah. But there's been a surge, a wave of people giving away awards to people, which, like you said, is good for the acknowledgement.
What's your views on it?
What's my views on it? The interviewer gets interviewed.
Don't mind me with the flat cap. Big shout out to the flat cap.
That's right. Shout out to flat cap. You should stack some of these in your Bugzy consignment.
We can talk about that off air.
You're clever.
So big shout out to flat cap.
Yeah. Okay. So my views on it, it's good.
Yes.
That people are, you know, because it's very easy to say negative stuff and let that float around.
Yes.
So to see people getting acknowledged, etc., it's good. But you know, with a yin, there's a yang. So there's always going to feel there's always going to be somebody that feels left out.
Yeah, that they should have got an award where they haven't. But that's the same thing in even the football industry as well. So everywhere you go, there's like this person should have got it. It's just all views and opinions.
But all they need to know is that it's just not your turn, right? Your turn will come.
Right? What I would say for those who's not received the award or received the acknowledgement, continue putting in your work because it doesn't go unnoticed.
Yeah.
You might think that people's not cheering for you, but you've got people in that small corner over there that's cheering for you. You don't even believe.
Right. With a lot of people, which is right what you just said, with a lot of people that's doing these awards, don't you think it would be beneficial? It would be more rewarding. It would have more meaning to it, more power to it if a group of people come together and do an award that makes sense.
Who's doing these awards? I've only been to one.
So you had Rope Podcast the other day.
Okay, yeah.
You had Movie Star Johnny had his
I attended that one.
Right. And there's Crystal Blue that's supposed to do one as well.
Okay.
But then his event got cancelled, but he's
rescheduling.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are all free promo, by the way. Feel free to thank WORLMAG.
Yeah.
And obviously then there was DIA.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there was some other ones. But yeah, there are all these awards going, which is, like I said, it's great. But my only worry is that everything is just here, and we're not looking at making it have some substance.
Yes.
Let it be. This is what we're working towards. Everybody's together. Yeah.
So the award ceremony that I went to was more of this showing appreciation to the artists in Northwest London that's been doing great work and still doing great work, you know, which was good. You understand? And maybe in other people's views, they feel that maybe this person maybe should have received the award as well. But I was there to, you know, attend events, see the live artists perform and stuff like that. So it was really good. So big shout outs to those who did get an award.
Yeah,
and like I do say, those who don't get award, that doesn't mean that you need to stop your work rate, keep your work up and just keep pushing.
And don't get vexed, don't get tantrum. There's always next year.
Of course.
If you give everybody an award this year, who's going to be given next year?
Yeah. That's 100%.
Just get ready. Just get your acceptance speech ready for next year.
Definitely.
Yeah. What's your hopes for dancehall here in the UK?
Longevity.
Long of who?
What's the word? Longevity.
Longevity.
Longevity. It's the flat cap.
Okay, I hear that. And this man's British, by the way. What's your background?
Jamaican.
Yeah, but you were born here.
Born in London, UK, St. Mary's Hospital in Paddington.
But you say longevity.
Yeah, you know, it's the flat caps.
I need to the dictionary.
WORLMAG just cut that part there and he used it.
Don't cut it. Okay.
Yeah.
So longevity, that's your hopes. Anything else that you?
No, everyone just remain doing what they need to do for the scene. So for the patrons, just being good, enjoying the music, and just cheering on the events and just supporting everyone. The more supporters we have in the industry is good. You know, I do understand that people's got certain commitments and certain projects that they might have going on in their life where they can't make every event. But I just think if everyone helps everyone towards their event or have an input, because remember, having an input than no input doesn't mean anything. So I believe if everyone feels that certain things go in this direction, you know, just make it be.
What do you mean by that when you say help others with their? Whilst you were talking, there was loads of things going on in my head.
In terms of all right, with the industry that we're in, the dance industry, you know, we've got a lack of licensed venues at the moment. So if you feel that there's a different direction that a promoter could go in, just give them advice because.
Or to get a licensed venue.
Licensed venue on how they should literally promote their events and maybe even with the timings of releasing an event, because as a female yourself, I'm gonna put myself out of a music person. I'm gonna just put myself as a patron. Receiving a postcode at 12:30 at night, 1 a.m. at night. Your energy for that event is not gonna be the same. You're not gonna get ready until you get that postcode. And if you live in Northwest London and the person is keeping events in Northwest London, but they've sent a postcode for maybe East London, you've now got to think right on the spot, how am I going to get there if you're not driving? Am I going to drink? So stuff like that. I think the promoters should just make people aware of where the events are going to be keeping.
Yeah.
And if you ain't got a venue on the day, just postpone. Don't feel ashamed to postpone your event. The thing is where you wait till last minute, you get one postcode, then you see another postcode, and then you get cancelled. It's just like, you're a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna want to attend to an expense because this is what you've done last year.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
How do I feel? Do you know what?
As a female yourself, remember, you got more things to do than maybe a man.
True.
So
makeup, hair,
nails, toes,
yeah,
outfit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and you know, a woman takes about 2.5 hours minimum to get ready.
Oh Jesus! The good thing is though, right? Because you know, the good thing with that is that there are more than one events on. So if the event is cancelled, next.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know a lot of people like to have the date for themselves, you know, exclusively. But at the same time, you don't have the facilities for that. You don't have a venue that's going to secure that people definitely have somewhere to go. It can cancel. So what about those people?
You've got to put it like this. I'm going to use football as an example. Match day football on a Saturday, Premier League football. You've got over 10 teams playing. Whoever you're supporting is where you're going to be supporting. So if there's more than 10 events keeping on one night, it shouldn't be an issue to your event because everyone's got their own following. Yeah. Everyone's got their own support and everyone's got their own crowd. So it shouldn't be an issue to anyone. So I get what you're saying where there might be more than one event and it might be dancehall, but it's how you promote your event. You've got to engage, you've got to be that saleswoman or that salesman and get those people towards your event. Yeah. That's what you got to do.
So the late postcode thing, you're not for it, you just feel like...
It's kind of like, as people would say, it's jarring. You know, the person is from Northwest, for example, and it's a different postcode, you're not sure where it might be, and it's hard. And even as a DJ being booked for an event, I have a lot of people, patrons, attack us and say, yo, where's the event? You're booked and now you don't know.
That's the thing.
But
as
we
a
don't
host
know.
Now, when you're booked for the event, or when I'm booked for the event as a host, and then there's no postcode, and then I'm waiting, that's fine, because I do TikTok whilst I wait, I'm okay, right? But when then it's like cancelled liberties, right?
Of course,
why it's important to get your deposit. So again, big up Bugzy for always giving my deposit. Like, you know, so
keep that one off.
No, why?
Oh, you're gonna publicize it.
100%. You know why? Fine. Because there are people that don't do deposit, people that don't pay, and there are a lot of people that will go on social media and blast them. Yeah. So for the people that do the good
give them
stuff,
credit. Yeah.
I mean, unless you didn't pay everybody else and you just paid me, so then I can be quiet.
I think I'd be publicised on that one, 1,000,000%. I'd be publicised and discriminated on that one, but doing your business, you've got to do things the right way. That's how it goes.
So the parties, the postcode thing, you find that as an issue.
Of course.
And you don't think that having an event on the same night as somebody else should be a problem, right?
Not at all.
Okay.
All of my events, there's always other events keeping, and I don't feel any way. For example, I keep one event now. I'm going to be keeping my second event now because it's now a brand. Yeah. So my birthday event will be in May. I know there's other promoters that keep in their event. So all you've got to do, grab the same weekend that you had. For example, this year, 2022, I had my party on the 21st of May. Next year, I'll keep it on the 20th of May. So you just put out there which your date would be. Yeah. And obviously a promoter that's keeping an event in May should just respect your event and say, hey, what, I'm going to go the week before, the day after, or so forth.
And if they don't?
It doesn't mean anything to me. Just go ahead and still just do your promotion.
Do you have like a code or a rule of thumb for yourself as a promoter, like in regards to loyalty or people that, you know, keeping an
towards
event?
Who? Like I said, I only keep one event. I'm now going to be keeping 2 events, which will be my brunch. So that will be in September. And that's completely different. My birthday is my birthday celebration. So my supporters, my friends, my family, those are the people I'm looking forward to see, and obviously new people that's want to attend, and other Taurians.
Say.
Okay, you know I'm a Taurus, right?
Yeah, you are a Taurus.
Yeah.
Yes. So show off Taurus gang. So say your friend, because you're gonna start September 1, right?
Yes.
Say somebody you know you respect highly.
Of course.
Is having an event on that day or around the same time. Do you have a conversation with that person, or do you just go with it and just say, "May the best promoter"?
No. For example, the evening brunch at Buckles, that was just a trial run. Really and truly, it shouldn't have been a brand, but everyone said you need to keep that again and again. Because we've been on COVID, I haven't kept a birthday celebration.
Why do you call it a brunch and it's so late? That's a problem I have with this whole dancehall thing.
It's an evening brunch.
No, brunch is breakfast and lunch. It's not the evening brunch.
But this is where I've added a twist and a remix to it.
Oh,
it's called the evening brunch.
Oh, yo, Bugzy, let's get the dictionary, find another word, okay?
No, we're not getting that. You can get that.
Evening brunch.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that? I love that there was food there at the event, because then some people say, brunch,
yes,
and
he
there's
was
no
there.
food.
Yeah.
Of course I was there.
Yeah.
People say, oh, would I see the security securing Bugzy?
Yeah.
So people say brunch, and for one, there's no food. It's like when they used to say cookout.
Cookout.
No one ain't cooking out. Yeah.
There's nothing there. Yeah. I think it's. Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
In the dancehall scene, if I put out 9 a.m. and the event's finishing at 5 p.m. Bugzy dance now done 5. So that's people's mindset. And I believe that when you put information out there, whether the promoter's telling the truth or not, follow what it says there. It says 9 a.m. till 5 p.m.
However, promoters should be transparent, because if you're not, this is where we get this. Big up Bus Driver Link Up, by the way. Yeah. They managed to do their thing in such a way. I'm not saying it's perfect, right? But with the time thing,
Big up to Junior.
I love it. Yeah, absolutely love it, because they say the party finishes at 2. Trust and believe it's finishing at 2. Yeah. People know this, so people want to roll out. Whether they want to come for the last hour, that's their business. Yeah. They know the party's finishing at that time. Yeah. Why do you think then other promoters can't execute and do the same thing?
Because they feel people's going to come out later, and then they're going to get the less enjoyment. So for example, if your party is really finishing at 4, some promoters got to put 3, because people's not going to really attend till 1:30. And when you check out, you're only going to get 1 hour, 1.5 hours worth of partying.
That's a feeling problem.
So like even with my brunch, I scheduled till 12. And then I said, because it's a Sunday, we could go till 2 a.m. just give them that extra hours just for the late patrons. Yeah. But you do know that was a bank holiday because Queen Elizabeth died. So everyone will thought now, rest in peace to the Queen. Everyone did think, because the Queen died, it's a bank holiday, it's going till 5 a.m. So I had to like emphasize that no, it's finishing at 12.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go longer for real.
You know, it's only when I reached the venue now, the venue owner said, Mr. Rera, because they don't address me as Bugzy, we're professional.
Come on.
Mr. You understand?
Yeah.
Said, look, we could go to this time here. Would you like to go ahead and proceed? And I said, yeah, go for it. And that's why we went for it.
Okay, this is very important, I feel, right? So don't you think that the promoters should actually start by saying what they mean what they say? The first 2 years, probably, people are gonna, it's a trial, you have to try it, right? They're gonna not listen to what you say when they hear that, oh, it really finishes at 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Yeah. Next year, oh, it really. Then by the 3rd year, them get the memo, they understand, and that's how change comes, right?
I think the step that they can do is just maybe the contract that you might have with the club, licensed club that is. All you've got to do is put up a contract, the time that you've been able to keep your event from until, and that's when people will be able to accept it.
I know, but what I mean is some promoters know that their party's finishing at 4, but they tell people 2 o'clock, right? Yeah. So as a result of that, when other promoters do it or them same one
they just
do it, people are going to say, oh, I'm going to believe them. Yeah. There need to be some kind of transparency so people can understand 2 means 2. Okay, so because then that's why you got a DJ, because sometimes the promoters tell the DJ, no man, I really 4 o'clock. You got DJs cruising at 2 o'clock when people are expecting the party to be at this level because it's meant to be done, right? Yeah. But they're cruising and playing messed up. The communication is fractured. Yeah.
This is where the promoters should have, remember, everyone that's a part of that event is his staff. It's all a one team because we're all winning.
What's the promoter?
A promoter is someone that keeps event. But I'm not a promoter though. You did address me as a promoter, I'm an event planner. Okay,
that's it. That's the one right there. Yeah. Okay, because when I kept my party, people say you're a promoter. I said, no, actually, I'm not. And I did say to them, I'm an event organizer. That's what I do. Yeah. I don't, because promoter to me is somebody that posts the flyers. Yes. You know, and do.
A promoter is that's someone that does the street works, the flyering and the copy and pasting. That's a promoter. I'm an event planner. Okay. An organizer.
Yeah. But sometimes you post other people's event. Or
of course. Yeah.
Okay. So what's happening with Bugzy? What we in October?
October, yeah. You know, end of October.
There's no Christmas parties from Bugzy. Just doing parties.
No. To be honest, this year we're not doing anything Christmas. I've kind of just changed it now, and I'm only going to be doing 2 events for the year, which will be my birthday and the evening brunch. So December,
going to change the name.
Don't expect anything from me for this December, but you can catch me at events that will be posted on my socials.
Give us a name of some of the top events that you'll be performing at or playing at for the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year, we've got quite a lot of corporate events.
Nice.
Party events that we've got going on this Saturday. We've got the Monkey Jam. following week we've got an event in Birmingham, but I can't announce that because I don't know where it's keeping.
But in Birmingham.
So I could just say I'm in Birmingham, and then sometime in December I'm in Northampton, Luton. Yeah, but like I said, I haven't got the venue for that.
Call him Christopher Columbus.
The only thing you can do is just keep up to date with the socials and the Snap where we'll be posting. I'm keeping everyone up to date and informed.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
Have you received an award for your work in the music scene, whether it's
in the music scene? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've received the award.
Not yet, or...
I've received an award in a different... yeah. But yeah, in the music scene, we haven't received the award, no.
Like, even for your consignment, stuff like entrepreneur kind of thing?
I've been credited by the streets.
Oh, nice.
And the people. They love my work ethic, and they love what I'm doing. So that seems like more of an award to me, people noticing what I'm doing. Yeah.
That's fair.
And this is even people that I don't even know that know me. So I've been in the streets. Bugzy, I love everything you put up. I love what you're doing. Keep doing you, keep pushing. So that is more of an award than receiving an award to me, because people that I don't know, that know me, is noticing my work.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
Arsenal fans. So there was a football match, DJs versus promoter.
Yes.
Were you there?
2021 I was.
So last year you...
Yes.
This summer you weren't.
This summer I wasn't able to attend.
You know who won this summer?
Of course. Bad boys slick. Man. You see me?
So the year before, did you play?
No, I didn't play last year's one.
Did you ever play?
I've never played. I attended a training and I was on a team sheet for that one.
So what happened?
What happened?
Why didn't you play?
I can't speak for that. It's the coach's decision.
Oh, you didn't make the cut?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to try out for next year, hopefully?
I could do. I have to see the schedule. I've got a few things in place, traveling and all that. So I'd see. But it's a joy.
That's a nice thing for the community.
The main thing was the training. 2021 is DJs that I've seen that a lot of people might have thought they've got an ego, but when you're alongside them, you get to know, see the real them, and you get to just link up and have a talk and everything. So it was good. So I met DJs that I've never met before, because it was only like 2 of us from Northwest. Everyone was like from East, North or South, and it was just good to be able to link up and just link up via socials and just engage, because this is not what we get to do regular, because not every DJ is at the same event or linked up at the same spot. So it was good.
That's good. What do you think about the female DJs?
Oh, big shout out to all female DJs. Big shouts. When you say big female DJs, we're going from Flames days, we're going from Lady ST to Lady TT. Do you get what I'm saying? DJ Lucy in Northampton. So big shout out to the female DJs.
Mad.
Dimps and Laws, you got Ray PGT.
Dimps and Laws are
You got DJ Little Bit. Like, big shouts to all the female DJs. I don't think, because I've not mentioned the name.
Yeah.
Big shouts to all female DJs.
Yeah.
Because they play the role just as the males.
Yeah. Do you think on the football, DJs versus
promoters?
Yeah.
Of course it can happen.
Or maybe they could play netball. Or is that sexist?
They don't have to do netball. They could do football as well.
With the men?
With the men.
Like
I've never seen a match where there's been mixed genders, but they could be female DJs versus female promoters, because there's a lot of female promoters.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
And you could be a part of it, because you are an event organizer / promoter. So maybe you could be either management, or you could be on that team sheet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, Bugzy, it's been amazing catching up with you. Is there anything that you want to say to people at home? People that's been supporting Bugzy. Anything you got coming up? We love exclusives here. Yeah. And if you have one, we would really appreciate it.
I'd like to say just thanks to each and everyone for supporting me, watching even this program. Big shout out to WORLMAG for giving me the shout. Thanks to Forever Sasha for bringing me here, interviewing me, asking me the lovely questions. Just keep supporting, keep following the journey. It's all about love, peace, and unity in the community. So big shout out to the full dancehall industry. Big shout out to the R&B industry, the hip hop industry, the Afrobeats industry. Big up to the whole music industry. Just keep supporting, just keep being good. Keep up to date with my socials. At Bugzy Sound on all social platforms, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter,
TikTok.
No.
I see upon TikTok. I catch you at a live. I see you.
You saw me via Instagram.
It was on TikTok.
It was via Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can catch me on those social media platforms. So, you know, you can hit me up for drinks consignment, shisha hire, little removals there and there, DJing or hosting, because I now do, I wouldn't say do hosting, but we kind of do, you know, like how you got Anta Deck. I played at a baby shower last week and it's like 2 microphones was there.
Okay.
And you know, it was just like the energy was there and I've been booked for a gig in somewhere in central London just to be confirmed.
Nice.
Just from like, just for our little banter, you know, just entertainment wise. So
when you say Anton Deck, are you duoing with somebody?
yeah.
Oh, who?
To be announced.
Okay,
to
then.
be announced. Big shouts. You're gonna see something. It was quite a good
Well,
good
that's
evening.
good.
Yeah.
Well done. Congratulations on all these endeavors.
Thanks ever so
Having your
much.
hands in different pies, it's really good. Guys, as usual, please make sure you subscribe, like, comment. Most importantly, turn your notifications on because we do have hot, and I do mean hot interviews coming your way. Flat Cap Rum, big shout out to our sponsors. See Bugzy's over there enjoying his drink, and he's a liquor consignment man. So if he's enjoying his drink, you know it's the right vibe. Yeah. All right. Until next time, everybody, take care of yourself and bye.